what's going on, y'all? T-Bob here.
And Jake as well.
And you're about to watch a little OTB LSU.
We're going to give you all the latest, greatest between LSU football, baseball, women's basketball, softball, and everything in between.
Bottom line, if you want to talk Tigers, keep it locked, subscribe, like it.
Voyeurism, okay. Unconsented to voyeurism is bad, guys. It's not allowed. Let's just go ahead and say, bottom line, for anybody out there listening, you cannot film people without their consent, okay? Doing anything, really, I think, right? Like, this is something that I've even had to learn getting older is, even if you're doing like a stupid little social media video, you really should not have anybody's face in it, ideally, if you're going to put it out there and you have a platform or even whatever. The point is, you can't really film people without their consent, right? It's why news stations, if you've ever like been around one when it's filming, you're ever a part of a story, they have to get you to sign waivers and whatnot. Well, Javen Toiviano turned himself into Baton Rouge police after a woman found 2 videos on his iPad that were filmed with a clock that had a built-in camera that was placed near the bed. 2 videos of them having intercourse. Reportedly, she had told him in the past she didn't want to be recorded. I guess he continued to bring so. I would say also, not that this is weird that it matters, but it did jump up in my mind. The hidden clock, it feels like a bit of a different level than something like just taking out your phone. There's a pathos, a plan there, maybe a bit more concerning. So Toviano in legal trouble. I cannot pretend to know how this all works out over time, but he has been suspended indefinitely, and those are the facts of the case as they stand right now.
Yeah, T, I mean, I'm with you. Like, all of it's bad, but the camera being in a clock, like hidden, and just that just feels like it brings it to another level. I don't know where it goes from here, but it's something that is very serious, and it's not an allegation. I mean, I'm pretty sure if I read the story correctly, like, this is something he admitted to the police already once he turned himself in. And so again, I don't know where it goes from here, but like, that's very deceitful, man, to have a camera in a clock when already like that wasn't something that was wanted. And so again, like, I don't know. I'm this is kind of a unique situation. Like, I've never really heard of anything like this. Certainly, you know, in my time, we never had like teammates or anything. Like, typically, like, when something happens, it's like, oh yeah, man, I remember when a teammate did that, and it's like, you're going through it in your head and wondering what's going to happen. I have never had anything like this happen, and it's a big deal. Like, if anybody's hand waving or eye rolling this because of what it is and saying it's not a big deal, that is not correct. It is a very big deal.
Yeah. You know, it's funny when when it's Dennis in an episode of like Always Sunny in Philadelphia, but that's kind of the entire point of that show. Is they do the most messed up things and are the worst people on the planet, like the things that you are not actually supposed to do. And I can't pretend to know where this ends. I hope that this woman's life is not upended in any way, and that her identity never comes to light, so that you have crazy people, harassing her. I hope that none of these videos ever see the light of day, and I hope that Toviano, through this process, betters himself and really learns why this is wrong, why you can't do this, and But for LSU, you know, I mean, maybe he was in the competition for cornerback. I don't know if he'll be back on the team or not, but again, I don't think that matters as much as everything that we just said about hoping that everybody kind of learns from this and gets better. And again, guys, I think too, sometimes when you're young, and I can't imagine what it's like growing up now and being bombarded by as much sexual content from so many different angles as you are constantly, maybe it's easy to kind of fall into the trap of, oh, well, everything's filmed, so I can film anything. Again, just let this be a very clear, stark warning that no, you actually cannot. And here's to hoping that this, helps other people realize this lesson.
Wow. Jake, what incredible takes.
I mean, those guys, they're just the best.
I think so. And if you think so, Again, hit the like button, subscribe, ring the bell so you get notifications when we post every single day here on OTB LSU.